Okay, this is the newspaper clipping or a copy from the UCLA uh, magazine department. This is the Providence Gazette or and Country Journal, May 27, 780, 1780. It was during the Revolutionary War. The Revolutionary War went south, was fighting in the south against the British. But at this time, the um, the the dark day of 1780 occurred. For okay, many of you that are atheists. I'm not calling astronomers atheists, but are you astronomers? Um, this is when the east coast of the Earth became dark. Many Christians or Adventists, um, whatever you may be, the east coast of America had become dark. Um, there, it was not a eclipse because the moon had came up. The moon had come up um, that earlier. You know, there was no moon. There was no eclipse. Um, but at about 10 o'clock, the sky became dark. Cows started coming in from the fields. Um, the crickets started chirping. Again, this was not an eclipse. And people at that time, they got scared. They started running through the streets, um, crying that the Lord was going to come. Uh, this dark day really talks about it's a memorial of God's uh, the crucifixion, and when Christ was crucified on the cross, and the people jeered at him. People jeered, asking him to come off the cross. You know, he saved others. It became dark. Many of the Easter movies that you see never gets dark, but it became dark. And this is God's memorial to the crucifixion of Christ. Um, Many historians would relate to this as it was a giant fire, a giant forest fire. Um, no, not that much. um, Not that much land can burn from New York or from Connecticut all the way down to the to Georgia. And even though we had the Civil War and the British had the biggest or mightiest one of the mightiest navals in mankind at that time, um, they didn't have that much they didn't have that much firepower to cause that much damage or darkness from fire or damage from their weapons. And we did not have what you say nuclear weapons, even though we were dabbling in heavy water experiments at the time of the 18th century. Um, but it got dark. It got really dark at that time. So this is a Providence Gazette and Country Journal. Uh, you have to understand that um, this is the words. This is not Photoshop. This was not put together. It's not a what you would say a hoax. Uh, if you look at the F right there, uh, that's how they spell things at that time. Uh, the F took the place of the S at that time. Uh, so this is it starts out right here. Uh, Newborn May the 27th on Friday the 19th. A, a it said that a darkness fell upon the hemisphere about 5 hours, and happened at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, and it went on um, on the hours, the darkness became and continued for noon to about 2 o'clock, and people started to light up candles. Uh, at about 3 o'clock, it slacked off. About 4 o'clock, it became light as a cloudy day. But many this phenomenon had it happen in London, 1679. It happened in Africa, uh, and without a lunar eclipse. Uh, though that night the moon came up as blood, and that really scared people. Uh, and it's kind of scratchy, it's kind of scratchy, and there's a dog barking over there. He wants to get in on action. Um, but nothing got in. Ships couldn't get in. Ships couldn't get out. Um, People thought that the Lord was coming. People were praying out in the streets. Um, and if you would go to many of the newspapers on this date, people were scared, and some people were scared, and they did not want to publish anything because they thought that God was going to give them or God was going to come. Um, so this is one of those newspapers that I keep up in my closet. And if you get this one, May 27, 1780, um, um, this is um, this is what that guy on the 19th, Friday the 19th. Um, this is what happened on that date. And for you Adventists, for the Adventist faith, I'd like to tell you that this happened on the Sabbath. This happened on the Sabbath of of that that night. So the question you asked: Does God do God have prophecies on work out prophecies on the Sabbath? Yes, He does. uh, so that's it. This is the dark day of May 27, 1780.